Hi, and this is Michael from OTC, OnlineTOEFLCourse.com, and you're one of my TOEFL Writing Bootcamp course students, SWA, and you've been working pretty hard on improving both your speaking and your writing proficiencies. I know you're also doing a lot of speaking practice, and in this case, we are focusing on integrated writing. And let's take a look at what we have. Okay, I think the minimum score here is 4.25 out of 5, 27 points out of 30. I'm going to read the whole thing. I might give you a perfect score. There's a few minor errors in there. I'm going to read it, make a few corrections, go back to the actual rubrics, and let's see if I can give you that highest score. The top 1%, less than 1%, do what you do, right? So let's see what we have here. First, the author of the reading passage states that depression is beneficial for people as you want to put as maybe a clarifying force or adaptive response to affliction. The author quotes Dr. Thomson's statement that depression is worth it as it can help people better understand social relationships. However, the author contradicts this point by arguing that many patients never report their major serious depression. The lecturer suspects that Dr. Lehrer might have evaluated patients who maybe had just recovered from depression. Another point the author makes in the reading passage is that depressive rumination might actually help us resolve our difficult dilemmas. This is illustrated by the studies showing that depression increases the activity in the problem-solving part of the brain. Maybe put this in there. On the contrary, this point is strongly rebutted by the lecturer's claim that many studies show the opposite. For instance, some researchers found that depression, I'm going to get rid of the article there, that depression negatively affects high-level thought processes, or the high-level thought process. Further, the depression causes executive dysfunction, and you need, because you already have a verb here, you see causes, let's turn this into a participle. This is your first maybe real grammar error so far, making it hard for depressed people to effectively plan, initiate, and complete something. Finally, it is maintained in the reading passage that the correlation between creative production and depressive disorder suggests that depression increases the creativity. In contrast, this point is challenged by the lecturer's position that the idea that depression enhances the creativity is a myth based on a life story statement of deceased people. He says that in reality, people are able to work on art only after the effective psychiatric treatment. In summary, the arguments presented by the lecturer challenge the claims made in the reading passage. So let me go back. Let me see what we have on the rubrics here. So it says here, 5, response at this level successfully selects the important information from the lecture and coherently and accurately presents this information in relation to the relevant information presented in the reading. Yes, you did that. The response is well organized. Yes, you have the introduction, you state the main point of the reading and the lecture. Then you use what's called a chunking type compare and contrast structure in which you put reading point 1 with listening point 1. You have reading point 2 with listening point 2 in the next paragraph. And the final one, you have reading point 3 along with listening point 3. So there seems to be a nice kind of structure to your ideas. Now let's go to the last one. Occasional language errors that are present do not result in inaccurate or imprecise presentation of content or connections. Can I say yes? Yes! I think I can say yes on that. I don't think you have any serious issues in the writing that's preventing you from scoring lower. So if anybody disagrees with me at YouTube, you can post your comments right under the video. But I'm going to go ahead and give it I don't know. I think it can be a 5. I think it's a 5 out of 5. 30 points out of 30. You had a couple of what I call systematic errors, with articles and that. You had one real error, with the makes instead of making, but that was it. And it didn't result in any clarity or any miscommunications at all. So that's a nice organization there. So very good job on that. I know that you're very comfortable with integrated writing, so that's great. And that's going to help you when you take the TOEFL test. If you can get uh, the perfect score on the integrated writing, even though your score on the independent writing might not be perfect, it's going to give you an overall high subtotal for that section. So congratulations on a very well written essay.